Okay, welcome people. Sorry that music is blasting in the background. I can't do anything about it. I keep setting the music lower and lower, and this game doesn't care. It says, "Who are you?" And I tell them, I say, "Hey, I am the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer," and they say, "We don't care. Nobody cares. You've only got 10 subscribers to your YouTube channel. Why should we care about you?" And they're right. So let me explain. I just came from Fallout 76. Well, sort of. We'll get to that in a minute. And we're going to try and make this a brief intro so that we can get into this game. Maybe we can get into this game. More on that later, too. So, I just shot a Fallout 76 video. I don't know how long it was. It was with our YouTube Fallout chick. She's our protagonist. So, we're upholding women's rights. A woman's ability to get things done just as well as any man can. But it's frustrating playing Fallout 76. So I decided to come back to an old standard, Fallout New Vegas. I've played this over 7,000 hours. But in the past few months, I've had trouble with Nexus Mod Manager and things like that. I don't know which mods are loaded or not. I don't know what's going to happen when we do this. I just tried to make a video of starting Fallout New Vegas. I failed miserably. I had to reboot the whole system. So let's see what happens. I mean, I know you're excited with that. Looks like a planet of some sort. Oh, it could be a moon of a planet, actually. But not a blue one. Despite that music. That wasn't a blue moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart. That's Gamora. It's in the Fallout TV show. I think we started, in the Lucky 38. Revolting cocktail hour. There's Vault 21. And some kind of military person. Are you just randomly shooting? What, like cans? Oh no, like people with little antennas on their heads or something? We need a narrator or something. Don't you know smoking's bad for you? Oh.
War never changes.
Don't talk over him.
When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults.
They weren't so great. They were terrible
When they
vaults.
opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages,
Humans
forming
are like
tribes.
that. Yeah.
As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law.
Democracy and ivory.
As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert.
Woohoo! Wealth!
They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world.
You're kidding.
And a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The
Colorado
NCR mobilized its army
River.
and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition.
Please don't say damn. This is a G-rated
But across the Colorado,
YouTube channel.
another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves, forged from the conquest of 86 tribes. Caesar's Legion.
It's probably Kaiser.
4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer,
cocktail
Mr.
lounge.
House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier.
Am I?
Hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip.
Am I a girl or a guy?
What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn.
Has it?
For the worse.
Oh.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Oh, what's with that jacket?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Bethesda Software prevents an Obsidian Entertainment production, Fallout New Vegas. I don't know why I'm reading this to you. You can read it yourselves. You're adults. Word has reached you that the NCR is now hiring mercenaries to help defend a remote outpost, Checkpoint Gary. This occupation is rumored to be lucrative. Occupation. Yeah. See, even when I read something right, I think I've read it wrong. So there you go. That's what being 62 is like. This occupation is rumored to be lucrative, but dangerous. If you're eager for ceaseless combat and fresh income, seek out a merchant named Garth outside Ranger Station Bravo. Like Garth Brooks? He's still alive? Checkpoint Gary is recommended for veteran couriers levels 35 plus. Mercenary pack items added to the inventory. This isn't very immersive. Classic pack items added to inventory. With the collapse of the Mojave's private bounty hunting firms, which happened in New Vegas Bounties 1, so we don't know about it yet, you stupid computer, the market now favors individuals with the skill and fortitude to collect bounties alone, short on manpower, and at the fringes of its territory. The NCR is actively sponsoring bounty hunters who can bring the Mojave's most notorious outlaws to justice. I mean, is actively bringing... Oh yeah, I did get that right. See? I keep thinking I got stuff wrong that I actually read right. There's something wrong with me. I guarantee you I am completely sober. Anyone can acquire a license, regardless of their affiliation, karma, or creed. Speak to Captain Larry Skull at the Boulder City Jail to become an NCR-sponsored bounty hunter. So you're saying members of Kaiser's Legion can become bounty hunters for the NCR? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Caravan pack items added to inventory. Or if you're overseas, it'd be inventory. I learned that from Gopher. Tribal pack items added to inventory. This is too much to read.
You're awake.
You're a jerk.
How about that?
Yeah? Oh, at least our fans showed up.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is.
Damage?
How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Well, I would think. Since it was so popular in Fallout 76, why not Fallout YouTube Chick?
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Well, you're not my
I'm Doc
daddy.
Mitchell.
Why would you pick my
Welcome
name?
to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Well, you got my gender completely wrong. You should have known that just from Fallout YouTube Chick or whatever I chose. I can't remember what I chose. See, the Hispanic doesn't look to me that different from the Caucasian. If she looks a little different, but that hair doesn't really look African American to me. Let's... Is there anything I can do with her hair? All these hairstyles look like guy hairstyles. No, I don't want you having green hair. I don't remember how to do this. No, you can't have green hair. It's getting a little red. This may take a while, people. And she looks like she has a mustache. I definitely don't want my... There we go. I do like purple hair on my players. I definitely don't want my chick to have a mustache. Are you sure that you want this to be your character?
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
No, you
Stuff
didn't.
that
You didn't even
matters.
get my gender
Okay.
right.
No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
You
Let's
had
see
me
if we
in
can
bed,
get you on your feet.
you old pervert.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
That would be slowly. One would hope you would have learned English while you were in college. Hopefully you went to college to become a doctor. Ophthalmoscope. Today's physician. Reading grasses. Paperweight. Can't get too many paperweights. Ashtray. Doctor's bag. Broken 9mm submachine gun. Doctor, why do you have a submachine gun just lying about?
Ooh, looking good so far.
Hey, don't be
Go
looking
ahead and
at
give
my
the vigor
hind
tester
end.
a try.
This is a G.
You'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
That would be quickly. Learn how to use adverbs. You're a doctor. You went to school. They didn't have adverbs in your school? And by the way, don't talk about how I look. This is a G-rated YouTube channel. Now, what I tend to do is I tend to give myself all the luck I can. And I basically take everything away that's not luck, intelligence, or charisma. I know that makes for kind of a different sort of we need a little more strength. So we'll take some from perception. Makes for a different sort of build, but I've done well with it in the past. Now, I don't usually play as a chick, and when I play as a chick, I'm not doing it for any, you know, any reason like that I want to be a girl in real life or anything fun like that.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and drop it. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
Now, I
See
don't
if your dogs are...
I don't know what bodies might be installed, so I'm gonna have to remember to not completely loot bodies until I find out. In other words, I don't want to show any nudity on Discord.
All right.
Even
I'm gonna say a word.
Body
I want
nudity.
you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Fish.
Dog.
Yeah, the first thing that came to mind didn't show up on the list, dude.
House.
Doctor. Yeah, see, Doctor House isn't on the list either, dude. You don't have good choices here. So house, let's go with investment.
Night.
Doesn't really matter what I say here. Night, sleep.
Bandit.
Vaporize.
Light.
Inspiration.
Mother.
Well, I do have some regrets about that.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Now, if that were true, this would be a really terrible game for me to play. So I'm going to say I strongly disagree. And I don't know why I'm trying to do, you know, a southern guy's voice since I'm playing a chick, but, you know, live with it.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Okay, we'll agree with that one.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Well, see, video games are generally built around the player character. Not so much Kingdom Come, but most video games are built around that character. So, yeah, I have to be the center of attention.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
I strongly
I
disagree
charge
on
in
that
to deal
one.
with my problems head on.
I do not. I mean, okay.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
What I see is some guy with no hair on his head, not even dressed like a doctor, who's had me in bed for days and days and days, and as soon as I wake up, you say something about my body. I don't even know if you are a doctor. What I see is a shadow in a door frame.
Okay.
I don't care.
How about this one?
Hey, this is a G-rated YouTube video channel, okay? I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. And you should be too.
Last one.
Well, that's obviously two bears high-fiving each other, but since you don't have that there, it's also a card, but you don't have that either, so we'll just go a mushroom cloud.
Well,
it doesn't
that's
matter
all
what I
she
say.
wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results.
Maybe you should
See
have
if
a
it all
look at her
seems right
toupee.
to you.
That's what I mean. All those questions he asks has nothing.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from
Turn
you.
me loose.
I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality.
You mean this is covered by
Ain't like I
Medicaid?
expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay. Choose up to 2 traits. Well, Wild Wasteland is just too fun not to have. We'll go good-natured as well.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I need clothing, but I'm glad she's not naked. It probably means there may be no naked bodies in the game, which would be good for a YouTube playthrough. There's an AK-47. Now, why the doc would have that, we don't know. Oh, you know what? I think, and he's got another one too. I think they already have me encumbered, which they would call over encumbered. But look at that. I have the ability to repair 9mm machine guns now, or submachine guns, or whatever. Create some stim packs. So, I generally have a mod that lets me carry all I want. It appears to not, it's either not working. I think I know what's going on. I think Project Nevada is getting in the way of my mod that lets me carry more. I'll be with you in a minute, Doc. I need to loot your house. When I get the Pit Boy, I'll be able to find out if that's the reason I'm walking incredibly slow. And for those who haven't seen my other videos, yes, I do modded playthroughs, especially of Bethesda games. No, I don't tend to use any kind of cheat mod. In fact, if anything, the mods generally make it harder to get things done. There are some. Well, there is a. Well, I don't want to talk about it. There's a mod that might be loaded that would be considered adult. There could be more than one, but if it shows up, you know, we just won't. We won't play it for YouTube. And hopefully I don't have it loaded. That way none of my religious friends will get on my case. So this is considered an adult game. It's not pornographic or anything. It's considered an adult game. Probably because of the blood and the guns and all of those good things. I'm a guy. Guys tend to like guns, although what with the Republicans in office, there's a lot of chicks that like guns nowadays, and we're allowed to say chicks now, which we weren't allowed to say chicks when the other ends were in office.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin, but it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you.
Well,
And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
What do I do now?
You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, stim packs heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time, ammunition has weight, and dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players. You may turn hardcore mode on or off at any time in the gameplay menu. But if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it through the end of the main storyline, you receive a special reward. Would you like to activate hardcore mode? No. What are you, crazy? So let's it's been a while since I played this game. Oh yeah, so my weight sheet isn't working, definitely. Let me see It's not set carry weight, is it? That would be too easy. Set carry weight 800. Let's see. How about set carry weight 900? Player set carry weight 1,000. Player not found. Script command player not found. So it'd be player carry weight? How about, I'm just going off the, okay. I'd have to look up my cheat codes for that. In the meantime, I'll just walk very slowly. You've got a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a coded transmission of some sort, with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you could tell, it appears to be an invitation to the Midnight Science Fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Now, if I was certain my religious friends weren't watching, I could sing a song about a midnight double feature picture show by RKO. Old World Blues has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Your Pip-Boy received a signal. Coordinates that led to the canyon wreckage west of Prim. Following the coordinates are the words Courier 6. It's signed Ulysses. Lonesome Road has been loaded. Your level cap has been increased by 5. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member for an expedition to Zion Valley. Honest Hearts has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5,000. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapon dealers in the region are rolling in new weapons, ammunition types, and modifications. Head to your nearest participating vendor to peruse the merchandise. Can I play the game now? Gun Runner's Arsenal has been loaded. Now that robot or rolling whatever it is that's going by, yeah, it's going to get away from me because I don't know how to set my carry weight in the cheat. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast inviting you to the grand opening of the Sierra Madre Casino. Dead money has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5,000. This could be a really slow game at this pace. I really wanted to talk to that robot, but I cannot catch up. Well, at least there's a cross on that hill over there. Mayhap there's some nice Christian folk around here. Welcome to the Mojave Express. Mojave Express drop boxes like this one can be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express drop box that you've discovered. Once you find a Mojave Express drop box, just activate it and you will be able to use that location to send and receive items.
Huh, you must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the
Do
miscellaneous.
you ever stop
They're
talking?
not great, but you get what you pay for.
What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Tell me about don't tell me about anything. Let me try this again. Take two. Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Yeah, don't use profanity. This is a G-rated YouTube video channel. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean,
We
but not
talked
crazy.
about
They'll
profanity,
leave you
dude.
alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
I'd like to know more about this Mr. House you're talking about. Is he anything like Dr. House, like on the TV show?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38. Nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules. So I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Show me what you have for Saleh.
Can do.
I don't want to buy any can do. Actually, I need to sell a bunch of stuff. I'd like to get my weight down I think I can only carry 100. It's these AK-47s. They're heavy. Well, I don't need pork, so I can sell the pork. It doesn't tell me how much weight I have right now, and so that kind of makes it a little difficult to know. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't know if I did make weight because it doesn't tell me the weight of what I'm carrying right now. Not on this screen anyway, which is where I would need to know. I'm not gonna tell you everything I'm selling to the guy. Not because I'm ashamed of it, just because it would get tedious. I love you. Listen, to tell a lie.
Thanks. Take it easy now.
Now I can see. I got that to 160, but it's over 100, so I need to get that mod working that lets me carry more, or I need to learn the command. I know probably people are watching, yelling at the screen.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Looks like you just sit on the front porch here. You're a prospector? Like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What do you use the bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
We all can. What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it.
And good cash
It's just
registers.
that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
A lot of people probably didn't get that joke because the old-fashioned cash registers aren't in use anymore. But when I was growing up, just about every cash register you ever saw, it was from the NCR company. I think it stood for National Cash Register. Tell me about the Legion. Please tell me about the
They're
Legion.
slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover? I can't say that word on a G-rated channel. On that big concrete thing that holds the water back over, named Hoover.
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Lake Mead too? They made a sequel to Lake Mead? Wow, I really have been out a long time. You know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless. No matter what Trudy says.
I don't know how I knew
She thinks it's hiding something.
his name.
But I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
And I guess you understand that sort of thing.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
You just gave me an excellent idea. Oh, except I don't see what I expected. And I really don't like this not being able to run nonsense. Let's go with an AK-47. I don't know what. See, I don't know my guns well enough to know the difference between a AK-47 and an AK-47U. It's going to take some time to get up that hill. I should have gone by playing the real me since I'm 62 years old. Then at least walking this slowly, people would know that it's because I'm really old. The thing on the wheel is coming back down. I thought there was supposed to be some big old critter up there if you took the Wild Wasteland perk, and I did take it. But it doesn't look like there was someone up there. Why are you trying to get away, dude? Hey, yo, I can't run to catch up with you. Hey, well. I mean, I could have toggled God mode, but that would really be cheating. Trying to get away into the night. Then we put our arms together and we struggle to the ground, and then we say, I think I'm a clone now. There always seems to be two of us around. Yeah, the big old beast that's supposed to be up here ain't here. Maybe it's only here after the tutorial or something. Do you hear somebody whispering something? I don't remember that on previous playthroughs. Let me just clean up the garbage here. Children behave, that's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so they're running just as fast as they can. We're running, somebody's running. We're running just as fast as we can. Holding onto one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. I really do want to know how did I know Victor's name? I asked Easy Pete about Victor. Did Doc Brown tell me about... Did he call the robot Victor? Because I don't recallify that. I don't see the robot anymore. I'm pronouncing it robot on purpose because people say robot and it sounds so stupid to me. And so I like to make fun of things that sound stupid to me. Now, I don't know if he left town already. I mean, it could be the robot left town because there was a girl here. I mean, look, I'm a girl. With red hands. I hope those are gloves. Otherwise, the doc really shouldn't have let me go. Purple hair, purple hair. Now, normally I give my characters a purple mustache as well. I didn't want to do that with her. Oh, it seems like, yeah, those would have to be gloves, I would think, because remember, apparently she's not going to let us see her face, but if I remember correctly, she's black. I think we're doing a... Am I allowed to say black? I think we're doing an African American female playthrough right now, and so her hands wouldn't be, unless that's a, which it could be. Do you think it is? I mean, it could be a mod not working, but I want to think. Hey, Easy Pete's gone. I want to think that those are gloves. Now, what I'm going to do, just to kind of keep this manageable, and I don't know if it's manageable because I don't have a clock on my desktop to tell me how long this video is, and if I go away to look at it, you guys will see my desktop and stuff that I want you to see. So I'm going to end this video right here, but I'm going to start up another one right after that. So the next thing you'll see after I pathetically beg for you to like and subscribe and everything like that, and then I close this video, if you watch the next video, the first thing you'll see is for me to go into this Good Springs Saloon, or whatever it's called. So please, there's 4 things you could do for us. We're a brand new channel, around a month old. We got 10 subscribers. I don't know why I say we. I mean me. Because it's just me. I don't have a crew. I don't have money. I don't have a staff or anything like that. I've uploaded 106 videos. And I have 10 subscribers. So if you'd like to help out, yeah, in the future I'd love to have a staff. Just so that we could have more than one crotchety old, complaining gamer adding video to this. And then if it turns out when the community grows that they want highly polished, edited videos like the other folks make, then we'd have to get an editor to do that or whatever. Or I could learn to do it. But, the more time I put into editing, the less time I could be putting into actual gaming. That's why right now all those 106 or so, it could be even more than that, videos that I've uploaded are all just raw gameplay. So like, if I make a mistake while playing the mistake stays in. If I die, if I get killed in the game, the death stays in. If it crashes to the desktop, as long as the video closes so that the video itself survives, I'll upload it to YouTube. The only thing I edit out, I'll edit out a few things that YouTube doesn't allow. So if there's any nudity in any of the games, which there shouldn't be, I'm not playing pornography games or anything like that, but if there's any nudity, I'll edit it out. And if there's anything that exposes my or potentially exposes my privacy, I'll edit it out. So at the beginning of every video, given the program I'm using to do the recordings, I have to snip off the front. So anyway, 4 things you could do. You could watch full videos. That helps. You could comment on them. You could give them a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to our channel. None of these things cost you any money, and they would really help us grow, form a community. We're trying to do something, I keep saying I'm trying to do something a little eccentric here. I'm not trying to be your gaming guru. I'm, for the most part, not going to tell you what video games to buy or not buy. I'm just going to play them, make witty comments, hopefully witty, sarcastic comments, talk like an old guy. I'm going to impersonate a 62-year-old man playing video games. Well, I'm going to do that for the next almost year. And then after that, for another year, I will impersonate a 63-year-old crotchety old man playing video games. The year after that, a 64-year-old. I think you get where this is trending. So we're not trying to be what all those others are. A lot of gamers, if they do Let's Play, they cut out what they think are the boring parts, and they just present the highlights. In fact, there is video editing software that is AI empowered now that looks for the most exciting things. Somehow the AI knows how to find the most exciting parts, and it cuts out all the rest, so you just get like a greatest hits as opposed to all the songs on the album. I give you all the songs on the album. I give you the whole concert. I give you the good, the bad, the ugly. Some people are going to be attracted to that. Some people are not going to be attracted to that. I show you what the game is really, really like. So if a new game comes out, the other guys, I'll try and be brief about this, but obviously it's far too late for me to be brief about it. The other guys, if a new game comes out and there's some really exciting portions of it with a lot of boring stuff in between, the other guys are going to cut out the boring stuff and give you the exciting parts, and you might not understand how those exciting parts are wed together because you missed something in between. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the exciting stuff, and then the stuff in between, I'll be the one boring you with these long lectures. Yeah. But I'm going to give you all the gameplay I can, all the gameplay that YouTube will allow. It's just going to be honest gameplay. I've got thousands of video games installed on my system, and I get new ones every once in a while. I've got a cutting edge computer, so that's not a problem. I'm not going to buy every new game that comes out, and I don't think that that it's likely that game companies are going to give me codes to review their games, at least not anytime in the near future, because there's hundreds of thousands of people that do Let's Play videos. I would assume hundreds of thousands. And there's some that have millions and millions of subscribers. I have 10 subscribers. Not 10 million, not 10,000, not 1,000, not 100, 10 so far. But again, I've only been doing this for a month, so we'll see where it goes. Anyway, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We'll get better at this. We'll grow together. Please watch full videos. And please leave comments so that we can engage as a community. And thank you for watching. Good day.